Today, I'm going to be flying around the entire world in first class. My smile might be ear to ear for this whole flight. I'm going to be on airplanes for 80 hours in total and flying on the top 3 rated first class seats in the entire world. I'm eating lobster at 35,000 feet on an airplane. This is the good life. I'm currently at JFK International Airport in New York City. 10 days from now, I'm going to come back to this exact same spot, having circled the entire globe. Each of the 5 first-class flights I'll be taking have a retail price from $4,000 to $20,000. I will be experiencing Michelin-starred world-class dining, seats with fully enclosed rooms, and the best lie-flat beds in commercial aviation. This is going to be a wild journey. Let's go board my first flight. It just puts a huge smile on my face every time I see first class on my ticket. My first flight of this incredibly ambitious journey is 8 hours from JFK to Geneva, Switzerland on board Swiss Air's first class. Hello. One of my favorite parts of flying a new airline is getting on the plane and seeing the seat for the first time. I'm always so giddy. After getting my bag stowed away and my jacket hung up, I got my first look at my beautiful seat. I sat down in my seat about 30 seconds ago. I already have a hot towel and a mousse bouche and a sparkling water. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
And now dinner menu as well. I think the amuse-bouche is for a more refined palate than mine. But worry not, the food is about to get much, much better. Shortly after, the safety video is played and we are on our way. I set up my camera to get this really cool shot, and Turbulence had other ideas. What I was going to say is we have taken off, I've gotten settled into the seat, so let's have a proper look around. They're preparing dinner right now and it's almost ready, so I'm gonna try and be quick. So right when I got to the seat, I was met with a water bottle and some XL pajamas. I haven't had the best luck with pajamas in the past, so hopefully these fit. The seat looks a bit outdated, but is very soft and comfortable when sitting down. The star of the show, however, is this beautiful leg rest where you can stretch out and enjoy ultimate relaxation. And by the way, this TV screen is 32 inches. There's also this mini door that opens and closes, giving you a feeling of more privacy. Right next to the seat, there is this lamp and this remote control which controls the TV. My seat alone has not 1, not 2, but 3 windows. Time to get the table set and try the famous Swiss Air cuisine. I'm starting with a basket of hot bread and butter with some delicate smoked salmon and cream cheese. The smoked salmon is so fresh, it's so delicious. Wow. If the appetizer is that good, I can't wait to see what the main course is like. Hold on a minute, I didn't order this. The flight attendant surprised me with a creamy tortilla soup and said I had to try it. Well, she's spot on. Delicious. Now it is time for the main event. I've ordered the grilled salmon over ancient grains with blanched spinach. The salmon is perfectly moist, full of flavor, and cooked to perfection. Delicious food just puts me in a good mood, and this is the dish that gets my happy dance for this flight. I feel like I have been eating non-stop since I got on this flight, but it is a Swiss flight. The flight attendant talked me into getting a cheese plate. I wanted it anyways. Let's try it. We've got Brie, we've got Swiss, Gruyere. Just as I thought my meal was over, I was brought yet another surprise. Mixed fruit with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce. They might have to cart me off of this plane. Surely that is all the food, right? Wrong. An entire box of locally made Swiss chocolate. This is kind of the best day of my life, though, if I'm being honest. Now that I've gone into a food coma, let's grab those PJs and get changed. Like magic. They are a few sizes too big, but no big deal. They are quite comfortable. I've never really understood face spray, but let's give it a go. Is it supposed to do something? Since there is no one in the middle seat next to me, the FA has made up that bed for me to sleep in. It is over 6 feet long, has a nice duvet, and is very comfortable. I awake a few hours later over the south of France to a gorgeous sunrise. Watching a sunrise or sunset on a plane never gets old to me. We are now in our final descent to Geneva. I glance out my window one more time and am greeted with views of the Swiss Alps and a scenic lake town. I love flying into this airport. Okay, thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Amazing
It was a
flight.
pleasure.
Thank you. I am greeted at the plane by my personal Swiss Air guide, who takes me by van on the runway to the Swiss Air Lounge. I'm not used to this type of 5-star service. There's a nice buffet area, ample seating, and even a private section for first-class customers. I enjoy a light breakfast here before heading over to the gate to catch my next flight. My second flight of this mammoth journey is 7 hours from Geneva to Abu Dhabi on another new airline for me, Etihad Airways First Class. This is an $8,000 seat, but I found a travel hack to pay significantly less. People always ask me if flying gets old for me. It never does, especially when I'm flying on a new airline. I still get that same excitement every single time they hand me my ticket. After going through the empty priority security lane in Geneva, I arrived at my gate and got my first glimpse at the Boeing 777 I will be flying on today. This is a stunning seat. There's a little storage space right underneath here, so let's see if my bag can fit. Like a glove, kinda. It's like Christmas morning for me. All right, I just got my bags put away. The flight attendant brought me a cucumber, lime, and mint juice with a hot towel and some dates. The pajamas have arrived. She looked at me and said, "I don't think the slippers are gonna fit your feet." We will have a look around the seat in a minute, but I got too excited with all of the gifts that they had waiting for me. So I wanna have a look at those first. So right when I got to my seat, there was this beautiful Etihad branded blanket waiting for me on the seat, and this amenity kit. Now I was told, hang on to this bag, because just the bag itself costs $500. It's an Acqua di Parma bag. Inside the amenity kit there are socks and eye shades, body lotion, Acqua di Parma cologne. This little thing is over $100. A dental kit, and lip balm. Here is the menu for today.
A pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Etihad Airways, the national airline of the United Arab Emirates.
This might be the best view I've ever seen out of an airplane window. I was gonna start the seat tour, but I can't stop looking out this window. Well, I knew the seat was gonna be good. I had no idea the views were gonna be this wonderful. Okay, I think I've pulled myself together. The main thing that makes this seat unique is that there is not one, but 2 seats you can sit in. This is known as a buddy dining seat, so if you're traveling with someone else, you can pull your tray table out and enjoy a meal together. Or you can use it as a leg rest. The seat itself is super comfortable, super spacious. I could fit 1.5 of me just in this seat. Because of this extra seat and extra legroom here, when the seat is converted into the bed, it's one of the most luxurious and best beds in a first class seat at 6.5 feet long. The TV screen is very big and can be controlled with this panel right next to my seat. The panel right next to that is used to convert the seat into a relaxed position, lie flat. So I've accidentally got this in Arabic. And you can control the lights from here too. This compartment here has some storage and houses these premium noise canceling headphones that are from New Zealand, specifically designed for Etihad. Etihad. Wow, thank you so much. The meal service has begun. To start, I'm served some warm nuts, some wasabi peas, and some olives with another lemon mint juice. Before the rest of lunch gets here, I want to show my favorite part of this seat. In this compartment, There is a chilled minibar with water and sodas. But the part of this seat that Etihad is most famous for, oops, not that one. The fully closing doors. This is gourmet house caviar, $300 a bottle. Why do fish eggs cost so much? I don't understand it. The correct way to eat these is to grab a Bellini and with your metal spoon, add on some creme fraiche, some egg whites and egg yolks, and some chives and onions. Then, this is very important, with your mother of pearl spoon, put on some caviar. Apparently, if you use a metal spoon in the caviar, it taints the taste. And you have to eat it all in one bite. It's fantastic. I am eating caviar at 35,000 feet while flying over the Italian countryside. Life doesn't get much better than this. I'm just feeling super grateful right now. I don't take any of this for granted. I'm so humbled and grateful that I'm able to do stuff like this. For my next course, I have a beautiful spread of traditional Arabic mezes. They are both cold and hot. I have tabbouleh, hummus, baba ganoush, and then some fresh Arabic bread. Hummus is one of my favorite dishes in the world, so I'm gonna go in for this. This looks amazing. For my main, I have gone for a black cod fillet with mashed potatoes, carrots, peas, and tomatoes. Wow. Look how flaky this is. It's literally just falling apart. This is 5-star restaurant quality right here. I'm gonna gain 10 pounds from this flight. To end this incredible meal, I have ordered a fresh mint tea and a chocolate souffle with raspberries. All right, let's try these pajamas on. Didn't work. There we go. I will say these are probably the softest pajamas I've ever worn. As luck would have it, once again the seat next to me is empty, so the FAs offer to make this seat into a bed for me. It's no normal bed, however. It boasts Egyptian cotton sheets, a mattress topper, and pillows from a luxury hotel. I think an afternoon nap is definitely in order. That nap right there felt so good. I feel like a new man. I slept a little too long though. We're about to land. As much as I'd love to go into Abu Dhabi in these PJs, I would probably get some weird looks. Well, that was a wonderful experience. After a short but wonderful stay in Abu Dhabi, it was back to the airport to check out the Etihad First Class Lounge. There's a main dining area where they have chefs in the kitchen cooking 5-star luxury meals. There's lounge seating everywhere, and by the way, the lounge is pretty empty. But my favorite part of the lounge, there is a gym in this lounge. You can just be lifting weights and then be like, oh, my flight's boarding. After a quick hop over to Dubai, it is time for the flight that is known as the best first class in the world, the Emirates Gamechanger. It is a fully enclosed floor-to-ceiling seat with Michelin-starred meals served on board and a fully lie-flat bed designed by NASA. If you can't tell by the look on my face, I am very excited right now. Today's flight will be from Dubai to Brussels, and flight time will be just over 8 hours. Let's head to the largest airport lounge in the world and check that out before boarding. Oh, and right next to this lounge, there is an airport hotel, so I was able to squeeze in a much-needed workout and shower. I basically live in airports, so I don't take my airport lounge rankings lightly. I can confidently say this is my favorite airport lounge in the world. There are endless food options on the lunch menu here in the lounge. I want to save room for the delicious food on my flight, so I've decided to keep it light today. I've ordered some salmon sashimi and a California roll. This is my favorite part of this lounge, the sushi. And trying to stay as healthy as possible, this is a green detox juice with apple juice, celery, and ginger. This day is off to a great start. My flight just started boarding. Let's go. The best part of this experience is you can board your plane from right inside the lounge. Just got my first look at the plane. Oh my gosh. My smile might be ear to ear for this whole flight, so forgive me. This is my favorite drink on Emirates. It's called a cucumber giblet. It's a weird name, but it's cucumber seltzer water, lime, and mint. It's bomb. After a nice hot towel, we quickly taxied to the runway and took off into the beautiful Dubai afternoon. The reason this seat is called the Gamechanger is because Emirates truly believes that they are changing the aviation game with this seat. After only a few minutes of sitting in it, I can already see why. The seat could comfortably fit 2 people and was designed by NASA to be the best quality in the sky. This floor-to-ceiling door truly makes you feel like you are in your own hotel room inside of an airplane. There is so much space and legroom. This has to be the roomiest seat in the world. In fact, let's test it out. Could I, at 6'3", actually fit underneath here? Well, I did hit my head, but that's my own fault. Let's get out of here before the flight attendants come by. Each seat comes with its own private mini bar, complete with drinks, snacks, and chocolates. The TV screen is the biggest I've ever seen on a plane and can be controlled with this smaller iPad-like screen next to it. The best part? This is like a drive-through window. When you're finished with your drink, you simply place it here, and someone will come by and refill it as many times as you want. Where am I? Speaking of drinks, I'm starved. Let's get my seat into the dining position and order some lunch. I'm starting with some fresh bread and a personal favorite, caviar. Emirates serves unlimited caviar, and my FA has just informed me she's served me a double portion. Like Etihad, this caviar is probably more expensive than what I paid for this plane ticket. It comes with bellinis, creme fraiche, egg whites and yolks, and chives. After putting on all of the fixings, I add a heaping scoop of caviar and enjoy. It's an acquired taste that is salty, nutty, and definitely a special treat for me. Next up, I opt for the Arabic meze, which is 8 different Arabic appetizers, my favorite being the red pepper hummus. In the name of flight research, I have to try as much of the food on board as possible, right? So I've chosen 2 entrees, a grilled cod over linguine, and a baked tofu with sesame sauce and broccoli. I definitely will not be leaving this flight hungry. I think all of this food is getting to me because, besides getting married and the day our son was born, this is the best day of my life. Moving on, I have the world's biggest sweet tooth, so no matter how full I am, there's always room for dessert. Is being food drunk a thing? That's kind of how I feel right now. That gets the happy things. Let's have a quick look at this amenity kit before I sleep these 10,000 calories off. In the first bag, there are slippers and Hydra-activated pajamas. I guess that's a thing. This bag is from Bulgari, and just the bag alone costs $350. $150 Bulgari cologne, a razor with shaving cream, aftershave balm, lip balm, and the comb. This is just becoming a silly tradition now. It's really not funny, but I have to do it every time. While I comb my bald head, the flight attendants are making up my bed for me. Normally I have to go into the bathroom to change into my pajamas, but since I basically have my own room here, I can just change right here. These fit pretty well. They're not the most stylish pajamas in the world. Actually, the pants don't fit very well. Look how big those are. They are incredibly comfortable though. Buttery soft. I would wear these at home. Because there is no one sitting next to me, the flight attendants made up the bed in the middle seat for me. They said this bed is slightly bigger than my seat that's at the window. And check this out. There are 4K resolution cameras on the outside of the plane projecting onto these window screens right here in real time. This is the most comfortable bed I have ever laid down in on a plane. It's so wide and comfortable, and this blanket is so fluffy. I love you, Emirates. I did not come in here to sleep, however. I only have 3 more hours left on this flight, and I want to enjoy every minute of it. There are 5,000 different movies to choose from on here. I feel like I stepped out of the kitchen, which was my seat, into the living room where it's now movie night. I can't believe this is a commercial flight. I accidentally fell asleep for a minute. This bed is just too comfortable. Something kind of fun that I've never seen on another airline before is they give you a pair of binoculars in this seat. Whoa. There is one more thing I really want to try. It works! There's room service on a plane. Lobster salad with a brioche bun. That is one bougie movie snack. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, best flight I've ever been on. Well, welcome to Belgium. From Brussels, I flew over to Mumbai, India. But it was on Etihad, which I've already flown. So let's pick up my trip from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport in Mumbai. Whew, that was a mouthful. Up next is the only flight in the world that has a seat and a separate bed inside of your own room. Singapore Airlines First Class. My route today is 6 hours from Mumbai to my personal favorite airport, Singapore's Changi International. This is hands down one of the most difficult flights to book and also one of the most expensive. It has been on my bucket list for years now, so today is extra special for me. Normally when you get a first class seat, it'll say the airline first class. This one says suites. This is gonna be so amazing. We are in India, so you have to remember, no spices allowed on board. After indulging in some delicious Indian curry and naan in the lounge, it's time to get boarded. We're on an A380 plane today, which means it's a double-decker. The biggest and best planes out there. Whoa. This feels more like a hotel room than an airplane seat. The flight attendant told me that this seat turns 360 degrees, so. That was fun. There are 2 TV screens. So the first one is right in front of my chair right here. And then the second one is much bigger and is over on this wall. And that's because this right here turns into a bed. So you can watch the TV from your bed. Oh, no way. We were welcomed on board with a gift bag from Lalique, which is a luxury French brand. It's pajamas, and they're so soft. Can't wait to wear these. There's also eye shades, socks, and earplugs. There's also a beautiful Lalique amenity kit. Comes with soap, body lotion, lip balm, and a $150 bottle of Voyage de Parfumeur. The flight attendant just brought me this little bear and said, "I saw your phone background," which is this. She said, "I thought your daughter would really love that." It's a boy, it's a son, but this is still so cute. It's a little cheerleader bear. Right next to the seat here, there's this vanity mirror with some noise-canceling headphones and some storage space. The cool thing about these menus is that each dish is handcrafted by a different chef. There is an outlet for charging and an HDMI. So if you bring an Xbox on board, you can play it. There's one more outlet next to the seat and plenty of legroom. But the thing that makes this seat most special and most unique is the door, which opens and closes for full privacy. With that door shut, it feels way more like a private flight than it does a commercial flight. Just got a little turbulent. All right, it is dinner time. For the appetizer, they have brought me delicious looking garlic bread and a Caesar salad with smoked salmon and Parmesan on top. Course number 2, chicken soup. The menu on board has a few options for dinner, but Singapore Air has a program where you can book the cook ahead of time. What that means is if you pre-order your meal before your flight, you can choose from tons and tons of different options from different chefs all over the world. Like, for example, lobster thermidor. This is a French dish where the lobster is baked in a white sauce with a Gruyere cheese on top. And then it's served with rice and green beans on the side. I'm eating lobster at 35,000 feet on an airplane. This is the good life. 10 out of 10. Final course. I'm not going to be able to walk after this. Cheesecake with berry compote. All of the food has been delicious. It's now about 2 o'clock in the morning and all of this travel has me exhausted. Oh geez, my camera may not make it through this trip. Oops. Well, this bathroom definitely takes the crown for coolest airplane bathroom. There is a vanity right here with more amenities inside, dental kits, shaving cream, razor, everything you need. Just the size of it is what makes it so special. I'm 6'3". This is the biggest bathroom I've ever been in on an airplane. Let's get these PJs on. Wow, these are it, Lalique PJs. While I was in the bathroom changing, the flight attendant made up my bed for me. And she even put my new little teddy bear friend on there. The cool part about this seat is that if you're traveling with someone else, you can book seats 1 and 2, and this wall divider can come down, the 2 beds adjoin and turn into a queen-size bed. But for tonight, it'll just be me. See you in a few hours. That went by way too fast. Felt so good though. That bed is incredibly comfortable. Now we are almost landing, but there is the most beautiful sunrise out the window right now. After landing in Singapore, I headed over to the most famous hotel in the country to spend the night. It was a fantastic 24 hours. I now feel refreshed and rejuvenated for my last flight, which, by the way, is going to be the longest one of the trip. I am finally flying back to JFK, where it all started. This flight is 18 hours long. That's almost a full day. For most, this would be a daunting journey, but I am actually very excited for this trip. This business class ticket does include entrance into Singapore Air's Silver Chris Lounge. My favorite part of this lounge is that they have a fresh noodle station where you can create your own noodle bowls. And not only noodles, but freshly made dim sum. I love this place. I can't eat too much though because I have some surprise meals waiting for me on board Singapore Airlines. Now, because of the length of this flight, there's actually no first class offered on this plane. So today I'll be in Singapore Air's business class. I hope you can forgive me. Here it is, home for the next 18 hours. This honestly feels more like a first class seat than a business class seat. Look how much room there is. Could fit 2 of me here. Is it weird that I'm this excited to spend 18 hours in this seat right here? I'm probably the only one. All right, we have taken off from a very rainy Singapore. We reached our cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. Let's have a quick look around the seat. So right in front of me, the TV is 18 inches and feels really big. There are 2 storage compartments, one there, and a mirror. So you can check in on yourself through the 18 hours and see how you're looking. There are hundreds and hundreds of different movies to choose from. And then right when we got on board, the FA brought me some slippers, socks, and an eye mask. The legroom situation is a little bit funky. There's not a lot of legroom right in front of the seat, but over on the side or right up here, you can stretch your legs out. The seat can be controlled from here and go into a fully lie flat position. But the part I am most excited for is the food. There is an extensive menu curated by 7 different chefs on board. I also just learned that they don't give out amenity kits to everybody unless you ask. So I asked for one. Let's see what's inside. You have to be the Hulk to open it. Okay, there are 3 things. A lotion, lip balm, refreshing. Yeah. Wow, that garlic bread looks good. Thank you.
Should I get another one?
No, that's okay. Ooh, this looks good. The next course has arrived. Marinated salmon with capers and some fresh hot bread on the side.
Thank you.
That salmon is really fresh, really delicious, and honestly some of the best I've ever had. As good as it is, the next course is going to be even better. Bum, 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 bum. A Michelin star rated meal on an airplane. This is Singaporean noodles with roasted pork, bok choy, and steamed wontons on the side. One of the best meals I've ever had on an airplane. Bursting with flavor, cooked perfectly. I'm so happy right now. I only ordered this chocolate and vanilla ice cream for dessert. But the flight attendant was like, we have extra banana cheesecake if you want to try one. It's really good. And who am I to turn down a flight attendant's recommendation? They don't offer pajamas in business class. But I have saved my pajamas from the Singapore Air first class flight I just did. The bed is different from any other business class seat I've been on. The seat actually folds down and then your legs go in that side footwell. It's not a lay straight bed like I'm used to, it's at an angle, so I'm curious to see how comfortable it is. I'm a fan. It's pretty comfortable. Well, my body clock is a little messed up, so I was only able to sleep for about 2 hours, but it was a lovely 2 hours. That bed is very comfortable. And once again, it is time for more food.
Oh, chicken satay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That looks so good.
Yeah, it is. It's yummy.
Starting with the famous Singapore Air chicken satay. It's seasoned perfectly. This peanut sauce is served with this spicy and sweet. Fabulous. I have a Singaporean style seafood noodle here for dinner. spent the last little bit getting some work done, watched a movie, and then slept a little more. I was woken up to an announcement that we're beginning our descent into New York. Thank you guys so much. Amazing flight. Have a nice day. Back in New York. Let's head back to my original spot. Well, that was fun. I need a nap.